2017 Lamborghini Aventador S reviewed as terrifying as a monocoque with a migraine. It trained in Spain. No, let me rephrase that in the superlatives of the supercar industry. It super-rained, in fact it hyper-rained. And the wind tore up trees along the seafront of Valencia and clattered raindrops against the windows like gravel. This certainly wasn't the weather to be driving a 700 bhp supercar, even one with four-wheel drive, but perhaps Lamborghini wanted to get the Aventador S stamp into the minds of buyers before rival siren voices tempt them from motor show stands later this year. The Aventador has done well for Lamborghini. In the 5 years since it was launched, this angular monster designed by Filippo Polini has sold 5,503 examples, up 119% on the equivalent sales for its Murcielago predecessor. In fact, Lamborghini is doing great guns. Total sales for the charismatic Italian marque, owned by Audi since 1998, were a mere 1,602 in 2011. Last year they were 3,457, enough for Stefano Domenicali, the company's chief executive, poached from Ferrari last year, to call a halt. "We don't go over the region of 3,500 for our super sports cars," he said. "We will remain stable around there." Actually, the boss is being slightly economical with the truth, because Lamborghini will have another car to sell soon, the Urus, a super SUV. And Domenicali reckons it will boost total marque sales to around 7,000 per year, maybe more. This seems attainable since the Italian company has traditionally underperformed in China, its seventh biggest market. Britain is third behind the US and Japan and ahead of Germany, and if it's one car the Chinese appreciate above all else, it's a quick SUV. So having filled our heads with plans and dreams, back to the flooded circuit Riccardo Torno, where the rain continued to pour. "The weather is quite challenging," said Maurizio Regini, R&D director. "The track has flooded, we will obey to wait." So we waited and had a bit of lunch, although our appetites faded when we heard the sound of three Aventador S engines racing round the track as Lamborghini's Quickman tried to cut a line through the flood. Twin 13-inch wide pyrolists were doing a fair job, throwing rooster tails of spray high into the air, but the wavering engine notes and twitching rear coachwork spoke of aquaplaning and driver's skills. Lamborghini's V12 is one of the last great naturally aspirated dinosaurs of the automotive world. Along with the last Aston Martin Vanquish and Ferrari's F12, these engines provide speedy but progressive throttle response, a spine-chilling soundtrack and almost light neighbor performance, but the relative par throttle thirst means they have been hounded almost to extinction. A good thing? Probably, although banning a few hundred of these V12s does little in terms of climate change. Everyone has to do their bit, however, even if jet fuel remains untaxed. After the 2015 limited production Aventador SV, Lamborghini has up-specified the standard LP704 with some of the lessons into this, the S model. Bodywork changes include restyled roof vents, new Countach-like rear wheel arches and sundry other innovations from Mitja Burkhardt, current head of design.